Hello everyone, I am the Double Agent, and it's finally December.
It's November, the 11th month of the year.
No, it's not.
And you know what that means.
I do?
It's time for the top 10 worst hit songs of 2011.
Alright, I guess. When'd you get here?
But you can't do it alone.
Yes, I can. I easily could.
Ethan.
Yeah?
Ethan.
Yes?
Ethan. Ethan.
Yes?
Ethan.
Yes?
Ethan. Ethan. Ethan.
Hey, do you guys remember that one David Guetta song from like late 2009? The one with Akon on it? You know, Classy Lady. That one? You all like that one, right? Oh, you didn't? Well, that might be a problem then.
I bought this song off of iTunes when I was 11. Why though? Why? Like, why?
Yeah, David Guetta ripped himself off, no big surprise there. But what really bugs me is how different these songs should be. From a structural standpoint, they're nearly polar opposites. The chord progressions are pretty much the reverse of each other. Sexy Bitch starts on the resolve, Where Them Girls At builds up to it. Also, one's in a major key and one's in a minor key. They could not be more different, and yet they sound exactly the fucking same, which I think is a great testament to just how little David Guetta is trying. He got a request to make a light, happy type party song and a dark, dense trap club song, and he used the same synth tone, the same drums, and the same bass for both of them. This is the musical equivalent of a Spanish to English dictionary.
I don't know what chord progressions are. I have 2,700 subscribers on YouTube, and I don't know the basics of music. All I know is, I don't really like this one. Anyway, Nicki Minaj is on the song or something. Let's talk about that.
PB, who's People Bryson? 2 years ago, I renewed my license. Anyway, why'd I start my verse like that?
Now, I love Nicki Minaj. Go watch my Best of 2014 video. I have Anaconda at the number 4 slot. I don't even care about credibility anymore. And she's generally not the type of rapper who has particularly bad guest verses, but it seems like she must really hate David Guetta, as this is her second time giving him a garbage feature, and it wasn't her last. In theory, I like this verse. She's not playing housewife like on Hey Mama, nor is she doing, well, whatever Turn Me On was. It's over the top, it's crass, it's everything I want from a Nicki Minaj verse. Except, like, clever, or good, or remotely entertaining in any way. I mean, her best foot forward is asking the audience who Peebo Bryson is, and I'm pretty sure it ends with a Hannah Montana reference.
Said he got a friend from my homegirl, Lily.
Unless there are other famous people with a best friend named Lily. Failure, 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 failure.
Wait, wasn't Florida on that song?
Nah.
Given how decent and bubbling under Jason Derulo has gotten over the years, it's pretty hard to remember. There was actually a time where he was the worst thing on the charts. It also kind of sucks that the moment he got good is also the moment he stopped charting, but hey, at least he's good now. I don't know when the transition happened. I think it was somewhere around 2013 with Talk Dirty, which almost 4 years later I think I'm finally ready to admit that I fucking love.
And then there was Wiggle from 2014, which I honestly always loved.
Yes, and your crucifix is waiting in the back for you. The point is, he's good now, and that's great, but in 2011, oh my god, did he suck.
Yeah.
Me say daylight come and we don't wanna go home.
Sure, I could ramble on about this song's cliched lyrics, its shitty vocals, and its annoying, predictable 3-chord club banger production. I could ramble on about how this song doesn't really sound anything like the energetic party song it's clearly trying to be. In fact, the only party I can possibly envision while listening to this is a half-empty and dead one. And the only singular moment where the song picks up even a fraction of the energy it pretends to have is in the middle of the chorus during this one synth wave that fades out way too quickly. And how Jason Derulo sounds less ecstatic and more frustrated in his delivery, with this one sour note on the verse is certainly not helping matters.
Check that out, what they playing, that's my song, grab my drinks, I've been waiting.
But I'll be honest with you, none of that matters. The only reason this song is on the list is because of that sample. And it's not the one you're thinking of. I don't really care that he sampled the Banana Boat song. I think it actually kind of works. Hell, Lil Wayne sampled the Banana Boat song just a few months prior, and it's probably my favorite song of his. And no, it's not the Lil Jon one either. The one I'm talking about is actually this one.
We drink the whole bottle, but it ain't over.
Hear that little synth line right there? You know, the one that clashes horribly with the vocal melody and rhythm? If that sounds familiar to you, it's probably because of the 2014 Kid Ink, Chris Brown, and DJ Mustard hit Show Me. And that's because they both sampled the same dance pop song from 1993, Show Me Love by Robin S. It was a modest hit, peaking at number 5 on the Weekly Hot 100 and not making the year end. And yet I can think of 3 huge artists off the top of my head who sampled in the past 5 years. The aforementioned 2 and Clean Bandit, who just straight up did a cover of it. Fun fact, it is one of my least favorite songs of all time. And not just because it's been sampled in 2 separate and completely unrelated terrible songs, it's more so that nothing about it works. Absolutely nothing about this song works. That synth has just got this jumpy, awkward melody that constantly feels like it's overworking itself and overpowering the vocals. It peaks at all the wrong times and never seems to resolve. It's not danceable, there's no weight to it, it's both a little bit too fast and a little bit too slow. Plus, Robin just kind of seems to give up on writing new lyrics at the 1 minute 30 second mark, and the rest of the song is just repetitive, seemingly impromptu filler with no consistency or recognizable pattern.
I don't wanna fake, don't wanna phone it. I need your love. Show me, baby. You got to understand.
You'd think a song as particularly unlistenable as this would have been pretty easy to escape, but nope, now I have to hear this awful melody reimagined by even the worst artists, like fucking Jason Derulo of all people. It's like if that one really annoying kid in your class found a way to clone himself. Fuck this.
Yeah, it's not very good.
This may be one of the more unpopular picks on this list, given how people don't seem to hate Demi Lovato as much as they really should. But I'm pretty biased, and Kevin's really biased. Honestly, you probably won't find a pair of people on the internet who hate Demi Lovato as much as we do. Well, aside from these people.
Skies are crying, I'm watching, catching teardrops in my hands.
Usually, I'll deny any bias towards or against any artist. But no, Demi Lovato is bad enough to deserve a bias against her. Now, I have nothing against her personality. Well, nah, actually I kinda do, but for the sake of this video and my very tightly controlled public image, let's just say I don't. With that said though, I do understand that she's gone through some very personal struggles. Small jokes aside, I think it's great that she got through them. I would never wish that on any person. But if you're gonna make a song about said struggles, can you make the song good?
Like I'm made of paper.
Hey, remember all that shit we gave Fight Song for being bland, safe, Wonder Bread garbage? Yeah, we were right, but can we redirect some of that to this? Because yeah, I hate Fight Song and everything it stands for, and if it genuinely hypes you up, I mean, I won't judge you, but I'll laugh a little from afar and also judge you, but at the very least, Fight Song sounded like something uplifting. It sounded like garbage, but if that's your thing, that's cool, whatever. I may prefer a little more, actually, a lot more edge to my self-empowerment anthems, but what bothered me the most about Fight Song was just how middle of the road it is. It's the type of uplifting that's so calculated and vague that it's kind of infuriating to me. But there's another side of this kind of thing, and that side, in this case, is called Skyscraper by Demi Lovato, which is way too dark and dreary to empower anyone. It sounds like it should be a very personal song about the worst time in Demi Lovato's life, but instead it's about overcoming that era. But what the song gets wrong is that there's nothing triumphant about being made of glass and paper, but also being a skyscraper. If you knew nothing about Demi or her struggles, this would have literally no meaning. Just because it's written by someone who struggled with depression, or written for someone who struggled with depression, does not mean it's this powerful tale of overcoming it. It's just your typical boring, you-can-do-it song that just kind of expects you to understand the backstory. You could tell me this is a breakup song, and I would buy it 100%. And I think what pisses me off the most about songs like this is that people just kind of expect you not to criticize them. But songs can be about very personal, heart-wrenching things, and still just not be good songs. People didn't give Black Star by David Bowie or Skeleton Tree by Nicolas Cage and the Bad Seeds good reviews because they were about death. They gave them good reviews because they were good. Skyscraper is not.
I will be rising from the ground like a skyscraper.
I'm gonna rise like a really, really tall building. I shouldn't have to say this, but buildings don't rise. Rather, they're manufactured. Their every step is planned out by big corporate wigs. They build themselves up through no effort of their own, rather the effort of hundreds of workers, plus the tax dollars of millions, just so they can sit there as thousands of men enter you every single day. So, I guess in a way, the metaphor does kind of work. And I've clearly run out of material, so let's just move on.
Number 8. You've all heard of the self-dick-sucking anthem, right? Well, here's a switch up for you. The self-clit-licking anthem.
Whoa, whoa, Ethan!
Why, you're okay with the word dick, but not with the word clit?
It's not that, it's just
Clit,
I don't...
clit, clit, clit,
Ethan,
clit,
Chinese is
clit,
Christ,
clit,
my
clit,
grandma watches
clit,
these
clit,
videos.
Clit, 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 clit.
My name is Carrie. I'm so very.
Aw, I kinda like this one.
Oh, really? Can you think of a single line from the first verse besides that one?
Yeah, you're right. I should probably go listen to it first before defending it all that much.
Wait, what? No, Kevin, don't
back in a minute.
do this to me. Well, alrighty then. Be like that.
But if you want, I'll be happy to repeat it. My name is Carrie.
This song is nearly unlistenable, largely due to the choppy, half-assed retro production, cheesy drums, kitschy synths, and the piano repeating the same 2 notes over and over. But even tossing all of that aside for a second, the song is pretty much just 4 minutes of obnoxious bragging.
Sweeter than a Swisher. Mad 'cause I'm cuter than the girl that's with ya.
It's not charming, it's not endearing, it's not even really justified, if that makes any sense.
No question that this girl's a 10.
7.5.
Don't hate me 'cause I'm beautiful. I walk my talk the way I trip.
It's strange to think of hit a point where the quality of a song genuinely depends somewhat on how attractive the lead singer is. But she just keeps on bragging about how hot she thinks she is, and how hot other people think she is, and how jealous all these other girls are of her, which she's not, they don't, and they're not. Trust me, I don't want to be doing this either. And to be fair, Carrie didn't even write the song, but apparently Neo did. And Neo's definitely not, oh wait, he's shredded. Okay, never mind. Where was I going with this? Oh, right, Carrie. Anyways, yeah, it's a song called The Pretty Girl Rock off an album called No Boys Allowed. So technically, I guess I'm breaking the law right now. I'd probably be able to just dismiss this as some kind of preteen pop manufactured for 10 to 12-year-old girls to sing along with in their bedrooms, if she wasn't so weirdly specific about everything.
Looking at my dairy. Yeah, you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a berry. Betty turn his head just as soon as I pass him.
Oh, good, Kevin, you're back. Do you have anything to say?
Well, I like the first few seconds. The rest is...
Abomination? Yes, I agree.
That's not what I mean. I mean, yeah, it's not good, but it's not necessarily bad either. It's kind of bad, but it's not that bad, you know? It's not good, but I do feel number 8 is kind of harsh. The vocal melody is passable. It's a better, and I mean this in the lightest possible sense of the words, self-empowerment anthem than something like Me Too. But yeah, I'm certainly not defending it. It's a song, I guess. One that I'm way too neutral on. I feel like I should either own up to the fact that I kinda like it, or just accept the fact that I certainly don't like it either. It's probably the most 5 out of 10 song I've ever heard, you know?
You know what? You make a good point. The song is number 10 now.
Oh, thanks. Wait.
So I guess that means Don't Want to Go Home is number 8 now.
Ethan.
Unless you'd prefer Skyscraper to be number 8, in which case I could probably just...
Let's just have Rolling in the Deep by Adele at number 8.
What? No.
Look, I love it. It's one of the best songs of the decade. But it'd make people really mad if we didn't like it.
Kevin.
Look, I love it, but if we say we hate it, it's gonna be hilarious. People are gonna be so mad. Your credibility will be ruined.
Kevin!
Think about how mad everyone's gonna be.
I am. That's why I don't want to do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Kevin, you can't...
Too late. Future Ethan, edit out number 8. It's now Rolling in the Deep by Adele.
No, don't listen to him. Don't listen
Rolling
to
in
him.
the Deep by Adele at number 8. It's gonna be so funny.
No, it's gonna be the worst thing.
Future Ethan.
Please consider. I'm trying to build up a respectable image as a critic right now, and here
It'd be so funny,
Kevin
though.
fucking
No one would
stomping
actually
it on me,
care.
trying to overwrite all that for the sake of some dumb
Top
joke.
of
That's
your
all this is
Billboard
worth to you,
100
Kevin.
What the fuck do I do?
Off.
You're
It's gonna be
in
fine.
favor.
What the fuck do I do?
You're a pizza
14,000
ball.
subs down the drain for some
Investigate-
dumb joke. Are you really gonna go all that way? Why did I even invite you on? I'm free. I'm free!
I bought this song off of iTunes when I was 11. Why, though? Why? Like, why?
Hey, baby girl, what you doing tonight? I wanna see what you got in store. Hey, baby.
Now, all cliche critic opinions I'm supposed to have aside, I might one day have to accept the fact that I was born with this rare condition called I kinda like Pitbull. The symptoms are pretty bad. I mean, give me everything, fun, feel this moment, time of our lives, even messing around for God's sake. All of those songs, I would say I legitimately, unironically enjoy. But it's not as bad as it once was. Because as I mentioned before, I did indeed buy this song on iTunes. But that's not the bad part. The bad part is it was my most played song on iTunes, and I considered it my jam. And I remember being very disappointed that my local CD shop did not have a copy of the latest Pitbull album. At least they didn't have the clean version. I was 11. So yes, it's safe to say I have a pretty complex history with this song, so when Ethan mentioned putting this on the worst of the year list, I had to put a lot of effort to get him to change his mind. It was after that fact that I actually went back and listened to Hey Baby, in parentheses, Drop It to the Floor, and yeah, it's not good. You betrayed me, Flo Rida. You betrayed me.
Wait, this is Pitbull.
Yeah, tomato, tomato.
Giving it your all when you're dancing on me.
I never thought I'd call a Pitbull song disappointing. I mean, say what you want about the dude and wash your words with T-Pain, but I at least expected a collaboration between the white Spanish party man and the fat robot to be fun. This is one downer of a song. It's dull, it's invasive, it's awkward as hell, it's a major chord progression in a minor key, so pretty much every chord is minor. This isn't a club song, this is a party song you play in a movie to signify that the party sucks. The personalities just don't mesh like they should. The worst of each performer shines through and drags the other person down. There's this weird part in the chorus where T-Pain and Pitbull sing at the same time and the vocals just kind of cancel each other out. And I think that's a good metaphor for this whole song. And that beat just pounds on you the whole time, just this da 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 da. This is fundamentally not how melodies work. You're supposed to set a wall or set a pattern, and then later on somewhere, break it. It's a moment of catharsis. It's supposed to be satisfying somehow. This song sets its wall on the second note, which is also the only major chord in the progression. So you just sit there throughout the whole song, waiting for that breakthrough, and it just never happens. It's the musical equivalent of a guy at a club hitting on you and you'd really rather him not be hitting on you. Which is fitting because that's also what the song is about. Or you could go fuck yourself, you creep.
I want you tonight.
I wanted this song to be higher on the list.
I wanted this song to be lower on this list. And that's okay because
you're an
I
idiot.
respect you.
The power of compromise.
We're going at it tonight, tonight. There's a party on the rooftop, top of the world tonight.
High Shell Ray is just something I normally don't encounter, even in the midst of the worst and most unlistenable songs on the radio. I guess, objectively, other songs are worse, but I'm putting this right at the top because it shouldn't even qualify for this list. This isn't a pop song, this is a knockoff of a pop song. This is a direct-to-DVD movie that somehow got released to theaters. It has all pop music's lack of nutrition, but none of the flavor. It is the already been chewed gum of music. I am still not convinced that Hot Shell Ray are some stars of a Nickelodeon sitcom about a band and its wacky adventures. Everything else on this list, from Chris Brown's Repulsive Ego, to Christina Perri's half-assed live journal crap, to LMFAO's shocking talentlessness, none of it measures up in badness to this. It is...
Kevin, that is word for word what Todd in the Shadows said.
Well, I mean, you haven't really made it a secret that you've been ripping him off this time, so I just figured I'd go for it, you know?
You know what? You're right. This channel fucking sucks. Which is why you should all check out Kevin's channel right now for part 2 of this video, which is on Kevin's channel. Here's a link, and there's also one in the description for everyone on mobile. Or you could wait a few minutes, give us a quick little break. I could use a break. Good God, I need a break.
Yeah, I could go for a drink real quick.
You drink?
Yeah.
Huh, strange. You know, I never really pictured you as the kind of guy to... Oh.